That's mad nasty.
Funny.
That's mad nasty.
It's just a little poop.
That was a lot of poop.
just a little poop.
That's funny. Ones and twos.
I just always gotta start it off like that. I don't know why.
I'm feeling it.
It brings
I'm
in a good
feeling
effect. It brings in a good effect. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Rose Above It podcast. I'm your host, T. Rose.
Malcolm, we here.
This guy gets straight to the point.
I don't have a nickname
Malcolm.
yet.
Yo, we gotta work on that. We gotta get you something.
You gotta give me a nickname.
Malcolm. Yo, my guy Den's in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my brother? As you can see, we look a little different than usual because Malcolm came up prepared.
Oh. I'll take the blame. It was on me. I forgot the mics.
It's your fault. We got the mics, we got the mixer. All your fault.
I messed up.
We in here looking like two kids who went to school without a pencil. We look
I'm
bad.
prepared.
We look bad, but we here. We got to give y'all some great pod topic still. So we gonna
Good
still
content.
pod great content. Yo, first of all, Suave in here. For those of y'all who are watching on our YouTube, shout out to our YouTube viewership. Suave is sick, not COVID sick. She had a
Gotta let that be known.
she had an allergic reaction. So Suave, we wish you a speedy recovery,
Definitely.
of course, as always. Yeah, we got some good news, some breaking news. I think this might be our first episode officially. No, actually, it's gonna be our second episode, but our first time announcing we are officially on Spotify.
Yes, sir.
We're officially on Google Play.
Yes.
We've been on Apple Podcasts, so shout out to our Apple Podcast viewership, our listenership. And we are on YouTube, so make sure y'all definitely subscribe to our YouTube. Check us out. We're on pretty much every platform, man. So ain't no reason for nobody to be like, yo, I can't find y'all, man.
Correct.
We here. Rose Above It. One word podcast. You heard? This a great podcast, great content, and we here to deliver it.
Every
So
time.
make sure y'all check us out on there. And I know my man Joe Budden like, dang, I told Triff not to sign for Spotify after what I went through.
That's funny.
we listen, right now, Joe, we ain't as big as you, so we need the platforms, bro. We need as much
Facts.
platforms as possible. We gotta build our listenership up. But yeah, this is our first podcast after the election.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yes.
7 days. We had a fucking week-long election.
Yeah,
correct. I'm counting.
That was nuts. I ain't gonna front out that was like,
That was weird.
yeah,
It was just weird.
to have to wait on your next president elect. Usually I go to sleep and I wake up and I know.
Who our president?
Yeah, like when I found out about Donald Trump, I woke up in shock, like, oh snap.
I woke up tight.
We caught an L.
All right.
But this year we won. We want to shout out Joe Biden and the first female black
Yes.
vice president.
I love it. I'm so
First-
excited. I can't wait.
First female. Is she the first female vice president ever?
Yeah.
And she's black.
And she's black. Exactly. Setting the bar. Let's get
Yo,
it.
that's good to
Let's get
that's good to see, man.
It's
Let me tell you something. The Trump supporters is upset right now.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
They're really upset. It's a blessing, man. And I've seen a lot of people on Facebook sit there and be like, yo, like a lot of women really not like, they're not even really talking about Biden too much. A lot of people are talking about Kamala Harris and saying she's like a socialist or something like that. It to me, and there's people saying she's a bad example. I'm like, yo, she's everything you want.
And if
You would want your daughter to be.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like that's like when you say, yo, as a woman, I want my daughter to have a voice. I want my daughter to represent something. She's doing that. So shout outs to her. And I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do and what initiatives she decides to bring to to the White House. You know what I'm saying? And to help change this country.
Yeah. She had a beautiful message she said to all the black women in the US. I'm trying to find it now. It was a beautiful message she said to them. But just saying, listen, if I can do it, you can do it. And just, she's here to help us. Here to make the change and get all this bull crap out of the White House now.
Yeah.
She's fed up with it. We all fed up with it. So I think her and Biden are going to make some real change and bring the unity we need as a community and as a country, and, make America how it should be for everybody. You feel me? Not great again, but,
I feel like black women are way they're not as excited as Obama are, but I feel like they got Kamala Harris high, on a pedestal right now.
And as she should be, because everyone's looking up to her right now. I don't gonna lie, Kamala has a lot of pressure on her. She has a lot. I feel like being a black woman, the first black woman vice president and in office and everything. So I just feel like all eyes on her from Biden, from all the people looking up to her just as a community. So I feel for her, and I think she's gonna be able to, lock in and make the changes that are necessary. So that's how I feel.
When you gonna stop being fake and be real? Because that's not what you were saying last week. Honestly, Malcolm was on the Pence bandwagon.
Oh my goodness!
You wasn't a Trump supporter, but
I voted before you.
You definitely
voted before you though.
I
voted before you.
Nah, bro. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. Malcolm was big on I ain't gonna front.
Run the country as a business.
Trump, man. Yo, that's your people.
Never.
That's your people.
No Trump supporters in here. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We finally got that fool out of office, and now we can thrive as a people.
How was that process for y'all voting in general this time? Did you do you did early voting? Yeah. Did you do early voting?
Yeah, I did early voting. It was the same as every year. Well, I only voted one other time besides this one, and it was pretty much the same.
Yeah. I hate our voting system. Did we talk about this last week on the pod? Did I bring this up? I don't think I brought this up, right?
No.
I hate the way we vote. I think it's so
confusing.
Nah, it's just out of date.
You mean Scantron?
Yeah,
I had to get a number 2 pencil.
Us having to actually go somewhere, place your vote, and then put it in this old school looking machine that's unnecessary.
So you think we should get an app on the phone?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be better for the younger generation.
You would get, and I think voting would be easier. You get more votes, and then tallying up who actually voted for who would be easier. Stats,
because
technology, you know what I'm saying.
My thing is though, computers can be hacked, so
it's already getting hacked. True.
Yeah, voting's been hacked before, so it ain't nothing.
Yeah. They said with Trump, Russia was messing with It's always funny to me when I hear the government be like, "Yo, another country did it." It was all China. And that's supposed to be a good enough answer for us. Yo, it was China.
You're correct.
It was them. They're the reason why. To me, that's crazy. But yeah, we should definitely be able to vote from my phone.
I'm for it.
If you could bank from your phone.
True.
Because then people are yo, how would they know you not voting 7 times? Well, you should use your ID. Number one, when I voted, when you vote, do y'all get checked for your ID at all?
Yes, they do ask for your ID.
You do for you? Did you?
No, I think they just asked me who I was. That was really it.
Yeah,
they asked me, and then I went to another table. They said, and I had to write my name on a piece of paper, and they passed it along. Then they said, "Okay, we have your ID." They asked me to put my mask down. Where I live, it was pretty serious. They were going in.
Yonkers doing something wrong.
Yeah.
New York doing something wrong.
That shit was in the club.
You was out here. You got frisked at the door?
Yeah, might as well.
But for me, when I went, it was literally, you go, yo, what's your name? And, okay. The guy was like, oh, your family voted already. Yay. Hey, sir, I don't know you, but yeah, thanks. But you know what I'm saying? So if it should be you take a picture of yourself, and then you also take a picture of your ID, and it matches the facial. I know we don't all look exactly the same as our pictures, but if you could bank from right here, if I could take out cash, deposit cash, not take out cash, but take out money, deposit money, do all my personal banking from here. I can do that. I should be able to do that too. Just like I should be able to pick. I think you should be able to pick what you want, like what you want taking out your taxes on your phone.
Yeah. Oh, like the W-2 and all.
Yeah, like yo, let me pick like. All right, what do I want my taxes to go to? Do I want it to go to Social Security? Do I want it to go to the military? Do I want it to go to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I should be able to pick and choose what I want it to go to because they say my money goes to these places, but
you don't know.
I'm like Yonkers takes out the tax and Gorton look the same.
All Yonkers school districts.
All Yonkers schools look the same from the last 30 years. So where my money going? That's saying Yonkers tax. Like what's that going
and
to?
they out here cutting sports and shit. So
And there's budget cuts. They ain't been a music program in Yonkers since 4th grade, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think that should all be done from a phone, bro. I think it gets more accurate. Like
no,
that.
definitely. And I think it'd be easier too, especially with COVID going out. Everyone just stayed home and been right on their phone. They should have definitely made an ad.
I think they're scared that if they do that, military, like funding for military will go way down. I think. I think funding for, our own police department will probably go way down, and for fire departments. So I think that's why they do it.
Oh, not
because
you want your taxes to go.
Yeah. So I think we should be able to do it to an extent. Like, I think we should be able to do it.
Yeah,
like, if I'm military weak, that's our fault.
But if they're not getting any money,
that's our fault. Like, yo, we out here getting killed by Afghanistan. Yo, bro, y'all should put some more money there.
True. You're right.
A lot more money there.
You're right. That's a fact because when I worked in White Plains, I was taxed for I believe it was like White Plains and Yonkers when I worked at Scarsdale, Trader Joe's, like the same thing. It was like the two different cities versus like I now technically I work in the Bronx. I don't get city tax. I just get Yonkers tax. That's it. Like it ain't nothing. So that'd be a cool thing to just
Yeah, they should look into it.
Where you want your money to go. Yeah. We make it. At the end of the day,
definitely make it better than I said it because I didn't explain it good. So like make it better than that, but something like that.
Definitely.
How was y'all? What y'all do over the weekend?
What was this weekend?
What did y'all do over the weekend? Because I didn't ask y'all how y'all were when we came in like we usually do. I just wanted to make that little.
I drove to Staten Island to this weekend for a gig, and I was going through Jersey. Like I was going through Jersey, and I'm like, yo, since when do you have to drive through Jersey to get to New York? That don't make no sense. And I was scared because I'm like, an hour in, I'm like, yo, why am I still in Jersey? But then I ended up in Staten Island. I'm like, oh, okay. That was cool. And
that's one of I realized that's one or two places that for me, like when there's an event, like Staten Island and Brooklyn are like when I get invites out there, when I be like, yo, I'll let you know, I'm not going.
Anyone who says I'll let you know, they're not going.
Yo, Staten Island and Brooklyn for me is like, yeah, I'd rather drive to South Jersey. I'm down to drive to the Poconos while I'm like Brooklyn. Yo, because I feel like Brooklyn is such an annoying ride. Like,
true.
I feel like it's not even super the distance because sometimes there's some parts of Brooklyn that's not too far, right? Like Williamsburg and other parts.
Yeah.
But what it is though is I feel like it's so short a distance some places. But it takes you so long to get to because there's so much traffic. Yeah. And in the Brooklyn traffic be like, all right.
Unless it's right after the club, because then it's 30 minutes.
That's a fact.
Because if not, that's just like an hour and some change.
I have went to the club. I left the club from Brooklyn before. Nah, son. I ain't go for it. I hate it even then. Because I left the club from Brooklyn before, and it was mad traffic. And boy, these was my days, and I was like 21. So
yeah.
So I was the designated driver. Why? I don't know.
I'd rather drive to Brooklyn than Long Island or Staten Island any day.
Definitely not.
I'm never going. You invite me to somewhere in Long Island? Just cross me off the guest list.
Nowhere in Long Island, please.
You know what kind of drive that is?
The Van Wyck ain't too bad.
I will get to Pennsylvania before I get to Long Island.
The Van Wyck ain't too bad. You coming from Trump County though?
Oh, chill. Don't tell people where I live. No, we're not doing.
All right, cool. All right, I'll say you're not coming from like here. You coming from? an hour up.
Correct. You're right.
He upset. Like, yo, chill. Chill. Don't tell him where I live.
I mean, I don't live in Trump County. I do live in Trump County, actually.
Listen, man, it's all good.
My neighbor's a Trump supporter. I had to kick his sign because it looked like it was on my property. I said, nah, take that over there, Papa.
Yo.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that today.
Do those signs bother you?
Yeah.
Like that? Like,
yeah. It's letting me know you support him. So
Strongly.
strong, so much that you had to go out, buy a sign, and stick it in your yard, which makes it look like it's on my property. So people, you think I want people burning down my house? No.
no. I'm with you, bro. That bothers me too because I don't think there's anybody I like that bad. That's not my family or my,
To buy
my
a
close
sign
friends,
with his name on
to be like, yo, you know what? I'm putting this in front of my house. This is nice curb appeal.
Yeah, I'm too Jamaican. No mine names is.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
Mine, that's it.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
No.
No,
Sure not doing that.
Trump lives here. Trump. Not all. But what's up, bro? How was your weekend? You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me how your weekend was.
I worked, bro. I just worked.
Oh,
We
you
out here
doing-
grinding.
all I do is work.
Selling out here selling winter coats. That's what I'm doing.
Well,
There was a beautiful weekend though. It was beautiful out here.
It was.
It-
I'm so mad I missed brunch on Sunday.
Brunch. I did go to brunch on Sunday, so I take that back. I did do something this week.
Yo, see? Yo, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about you. Yo, welcome to the podcast, Malcolm. Yo, what you do this weekend?
I'm here now. I'm here
worked.
now. Just remember. Remember.
I work. That's all, bro. Hey, like,
Listen.
come on, bro.
It was my brother's
use your
birthday.
voice.
And we was out there. We had brunch.
Y'all went to Dykeman?
Nah, we went to some spot in the Bronx called dang, I sent you the name of the place too. I forgot the name, but it was some nice spot. It was dope.
What part of the Bronx? Do you know? Trump County.
No.
You know?
I don't remember. But
Trump
it was
County.
nice.
I don't know the.
Oh, it was called Bistro.
Bistro, yes.
Bistro, yes.
Yes. The
And it was dope. Yes, it was dope. They had the DJ outside.
Uh-huh.
He had everyone up doing the electric slide, the cha-cha slide. It was dope. It was dope. I was actually really impressed.
And their food's alright.
Their food was not bad either, so it was good. You know, my brother turned 25 this Saturday, so that's dope. Shout out Malik. But
Yo, I'm telling you again, yo, mimosa's more dangerous than Henny.
tell me about it. And then when you mix it with the
They dangerous, yo.
and when you mix it with shots, it just
That shit's sneak.
Yo, brunch always leads into something else. Like it's like I see why girls be like, "Yo, I'm going for brunch, babe. It'd be 12," and they come back at. What kind of ghosts in here? Oh, thanks for all right. But I see why girls be like, "Yo, it's 12 o'clock. Like I'm going to brunch and come back at like 10."
you lose track of the day.
Like, yo, son, 7 mimosas in.
But you know how they
Yo.
get you though, because they put you on that 90-minute unlimited mimosas. So now you just sitting there drinking, and you realize your time coming up. So now you just pouring cups down, and you'll refill real quick. Because I'm trying to get to my money's worth. The next thing you know, you're done.
Yeah, that's why. So, but it's crazy though, like, because I think only in the city is 90 minutes. There's some places I go to.
It's like 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, 3. Like there's a spot.
That's even better.
There's a spot called Barroso in Connecticut. Y'all getting free promo because y'all got me lists a couple times.
Ah,
Yo, I think they said it was like 2 hour unlimited, bro. I sat there for like 3-4 hours before, and they just kept filling the cup. Like I went back to the crib, day over. Like 4 p.m. I'll see y'all Monday. That joint is no good.
No, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. But brunch was dope.
I'm glad y'all had fun.
Yeah. What'd you do this weekend?
I've been fiending to get out on the weekends now, especially since it was so nice last weekend. I was like, I can't play the crib. I play the crib Monday through Friday for the most part, unless we here at my other engagements, because I can't promote myself on their platform. I ain't promoting them on my platform, but unless I'm at the other place that I'm at. Yeah, I'm in the crib, so I still work from home.
Mhm.
So y'all know, like, yo, Friday 5 o'clock hit. I'm like, yo,
I'm trying to be outside.
yo, what restaurant we going to?
Respect.
Where the drinks at? Shoot, let's go to Jersey. They got dispensaries out there and everything now, right?
Hey.
So shout out in Jersey. Legalize marijuana.
Yes, they are.
They about to have dispensaries out there like Den's about to be out there all the time.
I'm with you. We'll take that drive, Papa. We out.
Definitely.
See how everybody wanted to go to Vegas and Colorado because it's legal and stuff out there? How about Oregon? Y'all taking that trip?
No.
I'll do it. Just only because I've been to Colorado. I've been to Colorado. I haven't been to Vegas yet, but I go to Oregon.
for those of y'all who don't know, Oregon has decriminalized small personal. It's pretty much legal. Personal amounts of drugs,
Hard drugs.
hard drugs,
All right, I take it back.
weed,
You said,
coke,
you said
heroin.
Hard drugs. You said hard drugs. I don't like people that do coke, and meth heads are weird. They're weird. Like, so I take that totally back. I don't want to see. You feel me? Like, it's totally fine. You see somebody drunk in traffic. All right, cool. A person on meth in traffic. I don't want to see that.
You're not chilling having a conversation with a meth head like, yo, how you feeling?
No, because he's mad strong. Number one. Number two, his teeth are cooked. And I don't know when he's gonna snap. I don't know what's going on in his head. I don't have time for it. Someone on coke I could talk to.
Yeah,
I could talk to a cokehead. They just gonna be moving 100 miles per hour. But
nah, I've definitely talked to cokeheads before. I've definitely had some like conversations with them, and boy, they everywhere.
Yo,
correct.
Funny story, right? I worked in the kitchen. I ain't gonna say which kitchen. And whoever knows that I worked in the kitchen knows exactly which kitchen it was. Everybody did coke. Like, and not everybody. That's funny because I was at one time I stopped smoking weed for about a year, and they had smoke breaks that was marijuana. Niggas was smoking like weed on their smoke break. And they're taking full on sipes. Dudes is doing coke in the freezer and all types of shit. They're coming back. There was one time it was busy as fuck. I think it was Batman versus Superman. One of the dudes that was on the burger shit. This nigga, he was high as fuck, staring at the ceiling. And I'm like, yo, bro, there's mad burger tickets. And he looks at me, turns back, and looks at the ceiling again. I'm like, yo, bro, this burger's burning. You don't smell that? And I had to fix the shit for him. And I'm like, and that was all coke. That was all coke. Like, and it's not like I'm guessing. I seen it. I walked in the freezer. I seen it at the pizza station. Niggas is getting crazy. Oh man. I ain't gonna say the name of the place.
We're gonna talk. I want to know the name of that place.
I believe I said it in a previous podcast, but please don't do no investigations. I still go there and they hold it. I still go to this day and they hold it down with either the drinks. I'll say, y'all ever been to a place like y'all ever go back to a place where you used to work and they still treat you like you work there?
Mm-hmm.
That's me there. I go there and I get my drinks. I get my movie tickets. But
movie tickets. Must be in the mall.
I could be the Alamo.
It might be the mall.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. I mean, seems like everyone was just probably free there. That's
free isn't the word. And I was the only sober person there.
Actually working.
Yeah, actually working is being pissed off.
So, what y'all think the effects of like Oregon, like them decriminalizing? How do you think that's gonna affect that?
I'm saying on the streets.
I think at first it's gonna be a little chaotic because now they have freedom to do small amounts, so people's gonna be doing it all openly. But I think just get back to regular. I mean, I don't think it's gonna have that much effect.
You worried about the youth there?
I mean, yeah, I'm more worried about the youth everywhere. But now that I guess that's more open, I can see it being a problem for them. But that's on the parents now out there to teach their kids what's right and what's wrong, what not to do. So
I got mixed feelings because part of me is like, I'll tell you this, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair because I think that it's decriminalized because Oregon is a white state and white people want to do it. These heroin, meth heads, all this, most of these people are white people.
Correct.
And I think back to when Harlem back in the day, or just the 60s in New York City, and the crack epidemic that was going on. And people were saying, yo, this is a sickness. It's not, you know what I'm saying? You're putting us in jail. It's a sickness, yo. We need help. Our people need help. And what did the U.S. do? They said, nah.
Lock them up.
Lock them up. Just say no to drugs. Yeah. You feel me? And so now it's Oregon's turn. Here they go. For the white man, things change. All of a sudden, laws change.
Do your drugs in small amounts.
Oh, yeah.
And if you get caught with it, they're not arresting you. They're going to ask you, do you want to get help?
Yeah.
And you can say no.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. Like, what's the point?
For those who don't know, that's the epitome of white privilege. Right there. So I have mixed feelings. My thing is I never want I'll never wish anybody to be locked up. Um, I don't think that's yeah, I don't wish anybody behind bars and watch their life rot.
Yeah.
But when I see how many of my people was arrested, life ruined for the same reasons, I'm like, yo, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. And when it comes to the youth, I'm like, yeah, you know, you always want best for the youth. So yeah, I'm kind of worried about them because yo, they remember that they said like weed was the gateway drug and everything. Like kids is gonna be like, all right, smoking weed to like, yo. And I don't even think, and personally, I don't think weed's a gateway drug. But once kids start trying coke, it's hard to just get off of coke.
Yeah.
and a lot of it is like I have mixed feelings still because like a lot of it is some people don't try because out of fear, like yo, I don't want to get in trouble, right? But at the same time, when you think of gun laws in Dallas, in Texas, and places, they have you're allowed to carry, and you carry on the college campus and different places, but those are the places that don't have as much school shootings as places that aren't allowed to carry. So it's kind of like I'm interested to see, yo, what happens with the drug rate? Does it skyrocket even more in Oregon, or does it kind of like go down because that's allowed now? So
I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, do I? Is it you know what I'm saying? For some people, half of the game is getting caught. Yo, I can do this without getting caught. It's the adrenaline. So is it still that same adrenaline rush?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to ask this for like even like people who own dispensaries or people who sold drugs, like in Colorado or in places like that, where it's like now they have dispensaries. Is it the same for you? Is selling weed like the same? Is it like I can get this, I can just legally get my own dispensary, or is it still like people want this for cheaper? I could get it for cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess for me, I guess if I was selling weed, I would. What's the point anymore? If people just go to the dispensary and just get it a higher strain, probably. I mean, depend. It's weird.
Like if I sell crack, am I going to Oregon right now? Like, yo, they ready for us. like, hey,
just open up shop.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, you can, and you like said, you're gonna be selling it for cheaper.
Like you go out there and be like, listen, you guys say walk with a personal amount, sell that, go back, go get some more
personal amount, and then just sell that.
Because looks like, hey, this is a good business opportunity out there for drug dealers.
Correct. No, definitely. I guess it's something to keep an eye on to see how the situation develops out there, because it can either go really good or it could go really bad. So,
and the people who do the most drugs out there too, it's not only the crazy like crackheads, it's a lot of college kids too.
Yeah, feeling stressed about whatever, doing
a lot of college kids
trying to stay up to study and all that crap. So,
you ever tried a hard drug?
Nah, man, too scared.
Never tried?
Nah, I'm scared, legit scared. I'd be stuck. Like imagine like being so high you're just stuck. And I smoke occasionally, and I've been high where I'm like, nah, this is crazy. I don't anything more than that. I'm gonna flip a table over. So imagine doing like coke or heroin or meth and just being that's
it's not a good place to be. And I'm saying this because I'm gonna tell the story, and I never told this. Well, I told the story, but I never told this story to where my parents can hear it. But so I went to homecoming at Hampton University, and so we go out there and it's homecoming weekend, everybody's drinking and stuff. So we go, we get a bottle. We got a couple bottles, but I know my bottle was a bottle of Henny, and I finished that bottle of Henny pretty fast. I just remember we had to get together. We got to get together in this hotel, and my bottle of Henny's gone. So I'm like, dang, and I'm fairly sober, so I was like, dang, y'all, need something to drink. So I see a bottle of Ciroc, but I know the bottle of Ciroc, the people who bought it. I'm not gonna say no names. This is great. The people who bought it were with us. So I was like, oh, they're gonna share. So I put some Ciroc, put it in my cup, drinking, chilling, and then all of a sudden, my girl goes, "Yo, you drunk that?" I was like, "Yeah, it's Ciroc." yo, don't drink that bottle. Don't drink no more of that. I'm like, what's wrong? Yo, they Bombayed it. For those of y'all that don't know, there's ecstasy pills in there. I said, excuse me? Ecstasy? So immediately I'm like, I'm dead. Like, what do you mean? Yo, all I know is right after I said that, blackout.
That's awful.
Blackout. And I'm like, nah. And I wake up in the morning and my hotel room's tossed upside down. Like, there's a hole in the wall. There's the floors. This is a carpeted, nice room. The floors are soaking wet. I'm like, how'd this happen? The bathroom tub is overflowing. I'm like, yo, what the heck happened in here? Like it was like something out of Hangover, yo. And I'm just sitting there like, nah,
that's bad.
This is no good.
That's bad.
This is no good. So that's how, and then I felt terrible like after that, the rest of the days, right? So I feel terrible. So I'm like, yo, I don't know how druggies do this every day. Cause your body tells you when like, yo, this is not good. So when you feel that, yo, this is not good, and you still like, hey, tomorrow same time.
Especially that feeling after,
tough.
like, you know, that feeling after, it's like your body feels crazy. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I never did ecstasy before, but I'm just saying.
Have you done anything?
Nah. The only thing I've done was a pill called Seroquel in like high school. Ooh. And for those that don't know, I'm not sure if people can hear me, but it's a pill. You do it and you're sleepy. You're very drowsy, and the trick is to get high is you have to fight the sleep. And the more that you fight that sleep, the more you start tripping.
I'm going to bed.
I did it twice, right? And the sleep is great, but the sleep is heavy. Like there's no like nobody can really wake you up, and you're sleeping anywhere. So the first time I did it, right? I did it. I'm smoking weed. My friend said, "Yo, I got this is that." I said, "All right, cool." Did it. I go home. My mom says, "Yo, wash the dishes." I'm like, "All right, no problem." I wash the dishes, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. I go to my bed, go to sleep. My mom yells at me, "Yo, you didn't wash the dishes." I said, "Okay." Go to wash the dishes again, right? I start washing the dishes. All of a sudden, I just remember my mom waking me up, like, "Yo, like you're falling asleep at the sink."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Nah, you're bugging." And she's like, "What do you mean you're bugging? You're at the sink with your head on the counter." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And she's like, "Oh, you smoking weed?" I'm like, "That's not the problem. That's not the problem." So you feel me? I tried again. I fall asleep right in front of her face. She yells at me, tells me to go away. I go back to sleep. I go to my aunt's house for a little get together. I get to the get together, and for some reason, I'm so tired that I walk right into the get together and fall asleep right on the couch till the next day. They couldn't wake me up to go home, none of that. Like just slept the whole time, like until like 12 the next day.
That joint had you out.
Done. See, I can't.
But you know what's worse than like a guy who's just messed up. It's a woman that's messed up.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that's just sloppy.
It's just a bad look, ladies. Like it's a bad look on us too, especially as a grown man.
Yeah.
And I'll switch over to drinking because I don't do drugs. That was just a one time thing that happened. I don't do drugs. Making that clear, very clear. But when I go out and I see girls like spaghetti leg looking nasty, I'm just like, yuck.
Yeah.
Like, like nah. Like I remember in college. I remember we went to the party. I went to college. Remember we went to I went to Mercy, and my school had a big party, and it was like other schools there. And remember we at the party.
It was in that basement thing.
No, it wasn't in the basement. It was in White Plains.
Okay.
On Merrick Avenue.
Okay.
I'm there on the party, and this is a new story for my girl too. Hey, it's gonna be a long episode. Watch with her. So I'm in the party, and then I know this white girl comes up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're so gorgeous." I'm like, "Thank you," but she's like, "You're gorgeous," and like,
yes, I do
remember that, right?
I do remember this.
And I'm there with my boys, and it's just like we're in a circle. and I'm like, yo, we just chilling, like talk. I'm like, yo, just talking, and I'm not really trying to dance or nothing. We just chilling, and she was just like, if you kiss me, you do whatever you want with me, and I was like, excuse you.
I'm turning around. I said,
I was like, excuse you.
What?
And it's so she goes like this to me, right? And it as she leads in, it's like everything goes slow motion. I see everybody around me like yo, you about to do it? Like, oh no. And I'm like, so as she comes closer, I'm moving back like, yo, chill. Like,
Oh,
I don't know you, number one. Like, that's nasty.
Yeah.
And you just out here in there making out. That's a bad white people. That's a bad look. I gotta stop doing that. It's a bad look. Like black people, we don't think that's attractive. You know, I'm just making out with everybody.
Yes.
So then after she sees that, she's like, "Oh, I'm ugly or something." And she got this spaghetti. I'm like, right now, absolutely. Like, you don't look good. And yo, 10 minutes later, I'm talking to them. We look over. She kissing another guy. I'm like, this is nasty.
Yeah.
That's nasty, yo. I'm like, that's why we always having mono.
Yeah.
Like, it's OD nasty.
That was a bad look. That was funny though. That was a good night though. I definitely enjoyed that night.
It was a great night just because it was fun to just get out with the boys. But that was funny.
Yeah. She wanted you.
Nah, she wasn't.
Should have hit it with the forehead bop.
Nah, I wasn't have it. See, that's why sometimes I'll be like, yo, dang, maybe in college I should have went to HBCU. Just because I'm not saying that black girls don't do that, but I think black girls sloppy drunk is a little. It looks better than. It's a little more classier than. But white girls, and then hey, white girls, this is not knocking on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this particular topic. I'm knocking on you, because.
And yeah, so I feel like if you are African American, I feel like it's a great way to learn your history because not a lot of in high school you're not learning your history. You're just learning about they briefly talk about slavery like real quick, like it's like a quick chapter, and then they're like but they don't even talk about African American histories in regular schools. So I feel like it's an experience. It's definitely an experience.
Okay.
I've been to HBCU. I wish I went there like as a school, but I didn't. But I had a great education at Mercy College.
How you feel?
I don't know. I don't think it's racist at all. Like he said it perfectly. It's a good way for, as an African American male, to learn more about your culture and more in depth. Because, in school, Yonkers public schools for me, they briefly touched it and they were afraid to say certain things. I want to know behind the scenes, uncover all the dirt about what was going on. Well, all African American history. They don't do that for you. So I think it's a better way to learn and be around more of your brothers and sisters.
But what if you go to like. So what if you go to like a Yale and you just say, "Yo, I'm going to major in African American studies," or a regular school, and say, "Yo, you know what? I want to major in African American studies." Why? So because some people look at some like I'm speaking for the white people, and I'm being devil's advocate because it's not necessarily how I feel. I'm just saying how some people feel. Like yo, some people feel like yo, if there was a historically white college and all their white kids was going to historically white colleges, we'd be upset.
I wouldn't. That's what you choose to go where you want to go.
Because I don't think so. Because then they could say like, what's the point of us desegregating schools? Because we had white schools and we had black schools, and we gave y'all black schools. Y'all didn't want it. Y'all wanted to intermingle. You know what I'm saying? So is it hypocritical for us to be like, yo, we have HBCUs? Because listen, it's a subject, and I'm gonna say for me, I agree with you guys. No, it's not, because there's not many institutions that are focused on us and our culture.
Correct. And
how we come up. But it leads me to another question I'll ask in a minute. So actually, I'll hold off on that question. Just remind me that I have another question.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me get it because I'm gonna forget it. So, how come HBCUs? How come if you're a historically black college, how come your fraternities is Greek?
That's true.
Why we got Greek fraternities? And why we rep those Greek fraternities so hard?
I'll speak for PJ because I believe that's why they made other fraternities that aren't Greek, like just to give black people a chance to shine because Groove by Groove, that's black started. Like it's not Greek. You have your non-divine 9 chapters of different fraternities and social fellowships. So I believe, it's a. I believe they just gave other chances for other people to make their own way, create their own path on how things should go or how they should go about things.
Is that not like being? I'm trying to say this because I know a lot of black people do it, but it's not divine 9. They try to act like they don't respect it. It's like, it's almost like cooning. Is that not the same thing? Because it's like you repping hard for something that doesn't represent you. The divine 9 in the Greek life. If you're doing a Greek fraternity, it's you're putting your black culture in something Greek when Greek is his own thing. And I'm gonna get mad people who are in fraternities is gonna be like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. I'm just questioning it. I don't know anything.
No, it's a good question.
So I'm just letting y'all know because I know this. Because let me tell you something about black people in fraternities. They go hard. If you at a party and you hit the shimmy and you not a Kappa,
you're getting wild.
Yeah, you're like, yo, dog, there's a whole thing to this dance, right? You can't be doing that. Like, it's really a whole thing. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking, and I already know it's gonna be it's gonna be heat, and I'm doing this respectable, y'all. I don't know, so I'm asking the questions. Why if y'all Greek life? Why is it Greek life? Why is it in the HBCU? How come HBCU didn't just start its own 9 fraternities? Like,
its own things that has nothing to do with Greek. That's a good question, and that's something they can start doing in the future. Because everyone, I see mad people having Alpha, Kappa, everything. So that's actually a really good question.
Yeah, like they should have started the Mandingos.
Mandingo, 5 Mandingo.
They should have started like the old, like, y'all gonna do some real black stuff. You make it like,
some Shaka Zulu type stuff going on. Nah, I feel you.
Yeah. Not this Alpha Kappa Phi Psi. Not.
You're gonna take. You're gonna lie in your comments.
I'm just asking.
No, it's great questioning. Like I feel like they made it just to not to just to conform with white society that's been going on, but just to say that we can create our own thing. Because I don't believe there's any white Kappas. I believe they just.
There's a couple. There's a few, but go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, I don't believe. But I feel like it's just to give the shine, like, we can follow suit at what y'all are doing, but we're gonna flip it and make our own ways.
Yeah,
like that,
I think that's a big thing too. I think even though they are doing the Greek life, they are conforming it to fit their culture. With the stepping and everything, you only really see us doing that. I don't think.
Nah, the white fraternities, I don't think they step. I don't.
They don't. They don't. They don't have the swag with the canes and doing like they.
You should ask your brother.
Oh man.
Yo,
my brother joined a fraternity. It wasn't one of the down south ones. This one of the ones up here. But they don't do that. So you could see like the difference between them. So yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think those, like, your brother fraternity got the paddle. Like, those are the white kids do the stuff that's like.
Let me tell you, I went to one of their parties, and they got in like a fight with some group, and they got washed. Let me tell you, the party was lit. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. But then
they handle business.
Nah, it got rowdy, and Malik was like, "Yo, that's my fraternity brother." He had him hemmed up, and he was hemmed up against the wall. I was like, "Oh." I was like, "You helping them?" He's like, "Yeah, let me go see if I can help." He went to go help them out, but they got washed. My brother didn't get washed, but them white boys got washed.
Oh, sorry. Yo, I wasn't expecting that. To be in a fraternity
and no one could fight. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like being in a gang and like, yo, my gang just got washed. Like, we ain't got one hitter. Like, not nobody.
They were getting chased all down Riverdale. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, because remember we went to AIC.
Yes.
And we seen 2 fraternities fight,
and
it was a slugfest. I was like, yo, they wild. Like, yo, I was in there like,
those were some of the hardest hits I've ever heard. Like,
it was pitch black. Oh, he's but you hear it, and I'm like, yo, because now I'm just dancing, mind you. we in like this a school. We don't really know too many people. And I'm like, yo, boom, boom, boom. So we stop dancing and we look around and I just see dudes swinging. I'm like, yo, I'm not in a fraternity. I
got no
listen.
colors on right now about that.
Yo, bro, trying to fight the wrong one.
That's man.
Got nothing to do with this.
Yo, we got lost that day too. We got separated. I got separated.
I saved your life. Nah, it was a good time.
It was a great time.
I saved your life.
He saved me from this girl I was done. This girl had me by my freaking pulling me somewhere. I was like, I'm going though. Just said, no, don't go. Come back.
Yo, you know when you drinking and you think somebody
is valid?
Yeah. And then I was like, hey, yo, bro. Come back with me, my guy.
I was like, nah, bro. She about to take me back to her room.
You don't want this on your conscience.
I would have woke up and been like,
you don't want this on your conscience. But yo, because I asked y'all that because and to all the people at HBCUs, listen, I wish I would have went to one, and yes, I do wish I would have joined the fraternity. So don't think that I'm saying this clowning, because I respect honestly everybody who joined the fraternity, because I know it's a lot of commitment and stuff that goes into it. But it's just questions that I had. It's just questions I had about being in the HBCU, and about just that Greek life. And is it because I've heard people say, I just heard people say like, yo, if it was a HWCU, we go crazy, and we would, because we'd be like, yo, what kind of shit is that? Kind of KKK schools going on there?
Yeah, segregate.
Yeah. But then again, I always answer with, yo, see, I'm answering my own questions. Say, I'm potting today. It's Joe Budden word. I'm potting. So, the thing I realized about, I think personally for Black people, I think we are the most accepting race there is. So that's why I feel like, even though in the HBCU you'll probably see like 20 white kids or a few white kids or a few Spanish kids, I think they're accepted almost 100%. Like, we don't treat them any different. Especially a white kid that got a little swag and he wanna be down and be in a fraternity. We love those. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But I think if it's opposite and it's like 20 Black kids in those white schools, they get mistreated. Yeah. Or if we go to a Hispanic school, I don't think all the Hispanic people necessarily take to us. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I think like for HBCUs, when other races come there, we accept always. And this is somebody speaking that's not in the HBCU. I just think that in life in general, we just accept other cultures. Like, if one of my Black sisters or Black brothers brings home another race, there's no questions. There's no like, oh, really? You sure? Yeah. You sure you want to do this with her? You sure you want to do this with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, that's who you like, that's who you love, I bet.
I feel like majority of African Americans are accepting, but I know there's quite a few out there that are not as accepting, that would look at their sister or brother bring home another race. I'm like,
It, for me, I think.
And what you seen?
Nah, I mean, I'm with you. It's weird because I think sometimes, you know how people look at different races, couples of different races, and be having an issue with it? I don't really have an issue with it. I don't like when Black people, I mean, not even let me not generalize Black men and Black women, because I hear this from both sides. When Black people be like, oh, I don't date other Black people because of this. Like, that grinds my gears. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because a Black girl, she has mad attitude. Or a Black boy, he ain't about nothing. Like, don't generalize Black people like that. And I just say like, yo, listen, because I'm all for like, yo, I prefer to date a Spanish girl. I prefer to date a white girl. If that's what your preference is, what's wrong with Black women? Nothing. That's just my preference. I can respect it. I may not. That's not me, but okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people do that and try to make it a reason like, oh, nah. Because every time I talk to a Black girl, this is how she act. And no, that's the Black girls that you attract.
Correct. And that's the ones, I think it's a real problem when people say that, because I feel like this is what people like Donald Trump want us to be at each other's throats, not loving each other as we should as people. We should love. I want to find a black queen, but if I don't, and I find a Spanish girl, that's something different than I would love. But you shouldn't be saying I don't want to date a black girl because her hair's never real. She's got a bad attitude. I don't want to date a black guy because he don't have a good job. He's it's not about that. Let's love each other for all flaws. Sucks, but we need to get out of that and be more unified as a people.
Yep. So we talked about this. I think not last podcast. We talked about this before. How y'all feel about when women make more money than men, and they start acting like they run shit? Is that a real thing? Do y'all think that's a real thing?
Sometimes, some cases,
definitely sometimes, because she feels like she has more power. She definitely. I mean, she's bringing home more money and paying most of the bills, and you just home playing PS5. I can see why she has the power, but if you're working just as hard, you may not be making that same amount. You definitely she shouldn't be acting like she runs shit. Just because she makes more doesn't mean she runs shit.
Yeah, even if I'm home playing PS5, don't demasculate me.
Correct.
Like, hey, yo, don't be like, yo, I'm going to the bar, babe. With what money? Like,
with what money? With whose money?
Who said you could go do that? Like, yeah, because sometimes women be ODing. Like, it be like, yo, son, take it easy, bro. Like, I know he going through hard times, but damn, they make sure like, yo, you ain't got shit.
Yeah,
like, yo, dog, you have nothing. What are you going to do? Like my man's in college, didn't have a job, and he was like, yo, he's dating this girl, and she was holding him down. He told her that, yo, I'm going to the mall. She said, you going to the mall to do what? What a broke person got business doing in the mall? And she said this dead like, yo, I'm on speaker in the car, trips in the car. Okay. Well, what a bro. I was like, yo, god damn.
That's OD. That's like, that's more than the masculine. That's like, nah, that's not the woman for him. He needs to find a different woman.
Oh, nah, he's not with her no more.
Okay.
But boy,
she was violating him.
That's OD.
Yeah, that's OD. Women shouldn't act like that. But that's insecurity issues on her. If she feel like she has to do that, then she must have just came into some money. She must have been a bum her whole life.
Is that how you feel?
A little bit.
So what if she had money like her whole life? Like, what if she was like, I've been around money, like,
then she's just spoiled.
Could you date a girl that's like, yo, listen, I'm a good girl, but I have needs. Is there some women that feel like, yo, I'm a good woman, but I just have needs, and I need you to fulfill those needs. Like, dog, if I want a Louis bag, I need you to give me a Louis bag.
Nah,
but
you just sound materialistic.
But what if she's like, yo, you have certain needs, and I fulfill them. Like, you want new 2K, I make sure you have it. Like, you want certain things, you want Jordans when they come out, I make sure you have them. But yo, when I want the Louis bag, I don't want to hear no.
Then yeah, that's fine. That's equal opportunity. Everyone's happy.
Hell no, you buy your own goddamn Louis bag.
If everyone is happy and if I got it, why not? If a relationship is good, I'm getting everything. She's getting it. What's wrong? Go get your Louis bag.
I'm listen. For me, you know what it is? It's not about that for me. I'm not huge on material items. That's why I don't think I could ever date a girl who's huge on material items. Like, I understand we all want nice things every now and then, but if that's like, you feel like it's a necessity, like, yo, it's a priority in my life to have this, that, and third, and it's a name brand, like, I'm not the guy for you. Because to me, I'm like, yo, listen, let's figure out how we can make our money, and work smarter, not harder. Let's figure out how we can chase our dreams. Let's figure out how we can make things happen. All right, let's go on vacation somewhere. Like, I like to spend money on memories over my closet. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a bad habit of going out to eat. And it's not only because of the food, it's because of the experience. Like, hey, yo, we get time to chill together, talk. Drinks have something to do with it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of person I am. I'm not really a big material guy. And I have my fair share of J's and Nikes and everything. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it just, that's what.
No, fact. And I'm not saying I'm a material guy either. I mean, like you said, we all like nice things, but I feel like if the relationship is an equal opportunity, you know, you got, you know, you can take care of her, she can take care of you. Things, your relationship is good, everything is good. I don't have a problem if she's like, hey babe, I want Louis back, and if I can do it, why not?
Would you buy your girl some weave, some
What?
bundles, and wigs? Denzel, you that guy?
Yeah.
You that guy?
I've done it before.
I would do it. I would do it. I mean, I would prefer to do like mani pedis though. Like, oh, you want to go get your nails and eyebrows done? Yeah.
I could do bundles and wigs, but
I don't want to do wigs.
I don't like wigs neither. Cause when I see that little net, I'm like, hey yo.
Oh man.
Yo, what is that? Like I shouldn't be able to see it. Like, see, that's what girls like. Yeah, it's just the closure. You can't see it if you. Yes, I can.
Yo,
I hate when girls say you can't see it if you're all up on. Like I seen it from down there. Like
I've never met a girl who was able to blend that in right.
Every girl be like, yo, I know she does how to do it good. I'm like, no, she don't.
I see it.
I see hers too. Like, why you paying her? Like every girl, even like some girls be like I'm who's like, oh my god. She looked like she took a picture of she showed me some girl's picture on Instagram and she's like, you can't even see her closure. And I'm like, it's right there. I'm like, what are you talking about? When you zoom in, she's like, well, if you zoom in, I'm like, yo, everybody zooms in on pictures if they like, oh, what is that? I'm like, yo, nah. And then, you know, I love my Jamaican woman. But boy, Jamaicans and Africans might have the worst weaves and wigs.
100%.
Best, like, Africans get braid game on point, but the
Correct.
weaves, who told y'all they look that good? Like, respectfully. Let me get this. I don't want, because I know people gonna be like, yo, he always come at that woman. He stay come at that woman. No, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm not trying to kill my black woman, but
Love y'all.
them, it is not, to me, this isn't just black women, it's just Jamaican, African women, and I don't really know too much. I know there's some people like, yo, the white woman, you talk about, I don't really know. I can't tell with white women. I don't.
Just don't do dreadlocks, white women. Just please.
Oh man.
There's certain
No,
styles.
I take that back. I've seen some white women with dreads. I'm like, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
It didn't look bad at all. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't talk to her, but it didn't look bad on her.
Do you think it's fair that because there's a lot of white women get a bad flack for having like cornrows or dreads. You think that's fair when black women can straighten their hair? Because black women's hair ain't naturally straight.
No, I mean, is it fair? I mean, yeah. I mean,
because white women get a lot of scrutiny when they do stuff like that. Like,
I know.
Look at her
I don't think they
cornrows.
should be scrutinized for doing what they want with their hair. That just shows how much they love our culture. That's all I see.
I think imitation is the best form of flattery.
Yeah, that's all they're doing is imitating us and like, wow. Or so that African American girl, I want that. Cool, because she likes her swag. She wants to be like that. Cool.
But white women, this is the thing. You gotta relax with the trying to rename it. Like calling cornrows Kim Kardashian braids. Relax.
No.
Like
don't do
you got
that.
like I heard that. I was like, y'all gotta relax. Black women been doing that since the beginning of time.
Correct.
Like, stop it.
Correct.
It's not y'all. It's not y'all's. Stop trying to discover things like Columbus. Like it's not discoverable. It's over.
It's been there.
It's like
Right.
we've been there and done that.
That's a fact. But no, I don't think it should be scrutinized. Let them, that's what they want to do. Cool.
Yo, all right, so what if you bag a girl and she like just takes her wig off, and like like you get to the crib, and she's like it's about to go down. She says, and like puts it on your on the stool of your bed, like yo, your bedpost, just sitting there like, and then she got hair like me.
That be the worst. Yo, makeup still on. I be like,
yo, that's how you feel about my hair. Nah, I'm cutting it. Yo, y'all violating me.
I be like, yo, what happened? Yo. I mean, dang, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not gonna embarrass her. I'm gonna make her feel comfortable, but
You still doing it?
yeah. But I might be like, I might have to put it back over her.
First of all, don't get too comfortable in my crib.
That's what I'm saying. We just met too. Like, you're mad comfortable.
That's how you know she about to be nasty though.
That too.
She didn't even
She
like
took a helmet
she didn't
off.
put it in the she didn't put it in a bun. She even chopping it. She said,
work.
That's a fact.
She
That's
said,
a fact.
"Oh yeah."
I don't need this in a way. I'll say, let me take it off myself. I might be into that.
You might be into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't touch my hair. Yo, bro. You into it. Don't come over here touching my hair, bro. you wildin'.
Funny.
You wildin'.
Yo.
But what if
I mean, I'm already used to, girls snatching off their eyelashes, sticking them to, my windowsill on my bookcase.
what about that's not even like, you ever cut your girl's weave out?
No.
Yo, that's how you know, yo, you in love if you do that. Like, to all my kings out, yo, nah. To all my kings out here who do that, cause listen, that's how she know. That's how she know, like, oh, he like me. When you cut it out for her, like, you see the Meek Mill braids under? You see the Meekies? Oh, nah, yo, you love her.
No, that's real. No, that definitely is real, because you can sit there and be like, just taking all the strings out, the strands out one by one. That is love. I never had to personally do that for my girl, so.
You never done it?
No, but I would.
You done that?
I had a girl that went to school for cosmetology, and I definitely helped her out.
You did it?
Yeah.
Have you ever cracked it like that though?
With the braids, just the braids?
Just the braids, yeah. just be raggedy as
Not
hell.
gonna lie, you definitely have.
Nah, I haven't. Hell no. Not say hell no, but just cause you look like a prison inmate.
Like a GTA character.
like a prison inmate. I mean, not saying I wouldn't, cause
you definitely would.
I would. It's just every time, like, she has the option, like, take them out, take the braids out, get those fixed, get that cleaned up.
Is it hard? Is it a lot of work?
It's tough, but I mean, it's doable.
You ever cut her real hair by accident?
Nah, I'm nice.
Yeah, you're professional now.
I'm nice, yo. I'm nice. I ain't gonna lie. I got nice at it.
You should cut her real hair by accident.
Nah, you trying to
tight.
That'll be no buttons for a very, very
long time. You be knocking
time.
on my door like, yo.
There'll be no cheeks. I'm not doing that. How you feel about when guys try talking to girls and they get dubbed and they start cursing them out?
Dudes be hurt. I'm not that guy. I take my dub like a champ. Like, how you doing? I'm good. Heard. You can lower your voice, but I'm good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go about my business.
I don't like that, yo. Cause I think I'm gonna be real with you. See, ladies, I'm defending you. I'm defending y'all. I'm not always bashing y'all. and when I bash, I'm not even bashing. I be joking with y'all. Not about the weaves though. Y'all gotta do something about some of them wigs and weaves and closures. Not good. But when guys do that, it's corny, yo.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
It's a cornball move. Because you're clearly interested in the girl who's not interested in you. And it's okay. It happens. Yo, guys gotta understand rejection is just part of the game. If y'all what you don't want to do, if you trying to talk to every girl that walk by, listen, you gonna get one. You know, you talk to 100 girls in a day, you bound to get 10%. You can't curse out 90. You can't. Yo, fuck you, bitch. You trash anyway. No, she wasn't. Because you
ain't get it.
Yeah.
Correct.
You try bagging. Don't. I think that's corny. And dudes, if you want to talk to a girl when you with all your boys and you yo, don't do that. I always hated that. Like when my teammates did that in college, I used to hate that. Like, yo, bro. Like we used to go to other schools and girls would walk by and then we get up the bus and be like, yo. I'm like,
making us look bad.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work, bro. And like just go talk to her. Like go walk to her, excuse me, and talk to her. Like don't do that. You scare girls like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like,
I think a lot of guys are just scared. I really think the majority of guys out here, they're scared to honestly approach a woman and have a conversation.
You king scary.
Never.
Nah, you know what's dumb funny? You know what's dumb funny with Malcolm, yo? It's dumb funny because
never, not once.
Yo, ever since we was 14 going to like cross county, bro, right? Going to the movies.
Oh man, bro.
Remember those days?
Yes.
Remember those days? Ever since those times, bro, Malcolm used to be like, yo, that girl fire. He used to be like, yo, talk to her. He'd be like, nah. I used to be like, oh, you afraid. He used to be like, you call me pussy? Like, yeah, OD, bro. Like, I would have been, oh, bad. And like, every time, like, yo.
Come back with a number.
That's when I was like, he ain't afraid. Nice. But there's a lot of dudes who like, yo, go talk to her. No.
Yeah.
No, chill. I'm good.
Nah, chill. You're making it hot.
I'm good. Yo, don't do it. Like, y'all, a lot of dudes scared.
That's
scared.
That's a fact.
Grown
Have
and scared.
confidence. Have confidence. It works. Take me for example.
Oh, you got confidence now.
Yeah, always got confidence, Papa. Come on, stop it. The girls watching this right now, like, wow, he is confident. She gonna ask you. She gonna hit you up and be like, yo, what's his number?
Just comment your number.
Yo, what's your gram again? You want to do that again?
Oh,
Yo, this guy did that mad quick last week. Yo,
I did at the end. I was like, Grant one underscore.
I'm single. Grant one underscore. Like,
they gonna get it? I'll put it in the comments.
Relax. Ain't nobody looking for you.
Damn.
I am T-Rose5 is here. Nah, I'm just kidding.
But dudes really need to stop because it gives all men a bad name at the end of the day. Now it makes girls honestly scared to dub someone because they feel like they're about to get cursed out. They say no. Mm-hmm. So they just handing out fake numbers or numbers and they're not responding and blocking.
Oh, yo, nah, when dudes used to get hit with the fake number and be like, yo, call it right now. Like, that's pride. Like, you don't got no pride, bro. Yeah. Yo, call it right now so I can see if it's real. Like, nah.
You just gotta hope. You can't be like.
Son said, nah, you ain't walking away from me without giving me your real number.
No, dudes, there's something wrong with dudes nowadays. I'm telling you.
I think that's why the block feature is real. It's good. It's good for girls. I think girls block way more than guys.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have one block number.
I don't have anybody blocked neither. I don't have anybody blocked actually.
Yeah, it's no need.
Dez, you got anybody blocked? Yo, the silence. The silence said it all.
I don't blame you. If I had to, then yeah. But
have you been blocked?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That's a yeah.
I'll tell
that's
you a quick funny story.
Yeah.
Right before I left college, right? Like couple semesters before I left college, right?
Mm-hmm.
This girl, great girl, but I feel like we ran our course. And I said, hey, I don't think we should date anymore. She just couldn't. She just didn't. She couldn't take the no. She couldn't take the rejection. So she kept hitting me up, pulling up to the room. I'm getting like, and I'm just like, yo, stop. Like you have to stop. And she just kept trying. And eventually I realized that. Rather than being that ex that's always going back to that person, like I'd rather clip it where it needs to be clipped.
Yeah, correct.
It was getting bad, and I had to block that number.
Wow.
See, I've never had to use that block, but I don't think I've been blocked. But
you don't know.
Somebody that's too friendly. They're hitting you up at certain times. It's like, hey,
yeah.
I don't.
I had to have that talk with people like yeah after 12, my shorty look like if I'm texting at too late time, I be like I can't do it. It looks sus. It look.
You feel me? I'll be telling.
It look bad.
I said it in another podcast. Please, like my homeboys, please refrain from hitting me up at certain times. Like,
your homeboys?
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I don't like. I ain't
really.
Yo, bro, I'm be real with you. Unless like. If it's y'all, it's different. Yo, see, that's they're getting closer. Yeah, nah, but it depends on what the hit up's for, and it depends on. Yeah, I'm not real talking. If you're a guy, don't after a certain time, I'm like, all right. Even a girl too, but like my boys just hit me up like, yo. What you doing?
Yeah,
it's 1 a.m., bro. Like,
I'm in bed.
Like,
you up?
You up, bro? You up? Yeah. Yeah, what's good, bro? Nothing. Just seeing what's up.
Oh, then they'll hit you with the FaceTime, like, whoa. Yeah.
I'm in FaceTime. I'm laying next to my shorty. Yo, what's good? Oh, I was just seeing what's up. You don't text a girl. Get out of here.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. Now.
It's buns getting hour.
You're not getting some sorry.
Malcolm feeling personally attacked.
A little bit.
Malcolm,
that's funny.
I love my single friends though. I love my single friends, bro.
No,
I can't hit y'all up at 2:00 in the morning. Just stop. After 12 a.m., just cut it off.
If you got licking his system at 2 a.m., don't hit me up.
Look, if I'm on Call of Duty or 2K at 2:00, you can send me an invite.
Okay, we can do that. Okay,
it's so good there. I'm gonna be real with you. I just feel like at that times I don't think my group chat with my boys is mature anyway. Like there's nothing productive being spoken about at 12 a.m.
No.
Like we're not talking about nothing productive. It's all bullshit and jokes, and which is nice at times. But when I'm like, yo, I got work in the morning. It's a Tuesday 2 a.m. Like, yeah, leave me alone.
Nah, I definitely feel
You
you.
gotta work tomorrow. Yeah. Before we close out, I want to ask y'all. I want to ask you who you think, who you got, Mike Tyson. This is all guys. Mike Tyson or Roy Jones. Yeah, I think that fight's on the 28th, right?
Yeah, November 28th.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson is gonna hurt him.
I think so. It's gonna hurt really bad.
Have you seen his training
I
videos?
think so too.
You seen his training videos?
He's OD, bro.
Yo, the person holding the bag is like,
Scared.
stop, you're hurting me. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like he really want to take. I feel like he's the way he's talking, like on his Instagram and stuff. Roy Jones made a whole advertisement video about fighting him, and he was like, and at the end of it, you see Mike Tyson saying, "If you show up."
Yeah,
Like
he's mad aggressive. Like so, like this
he
is
wants all the smoke.
this ain't charity to him.
Yeah, no, it's not, and I think he's really gonna try to hurt Roy Jones. And these dudes are in their 50, like
They're old. He might kill him.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think Mike Tyson, a motivated Mike Tyson is just OD, because towards the end of his career when he wasn't like that guy anymore, because like he didn't care, but he cares about this.
Yeah,
and boy,
I think this is giving him like shine to, come back in the limelight and just be a face to recognize again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you seen his before his gut video, his picture, and how you toned that up.
Animal.
Roy Jones, I haven't seen Roy Jones yet. I don't even know what his body looks like yet.
And Mike Tyson looked like he never stopped fighting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Excited. About seeing that. But before the camera dies, I'm gonna let y'all know thanks for tuning in. It was all the guys here today, so it's just nothing but light stuff. Just questions, jokes, you know what I'm saying? We just having a good time today. But thank y'all for tuning in. Next week for sure we'll be here. So check us out. Check out. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Rose Above It Podcast. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts.
Comment,
share, like. We off this.
we love y'all.